This conference will now be recorded.
So, any doubts in yesterday's session about strings? Okay, string is one of the core element when you work with text data. Okay, it can be NLP or it can be just text analysis or getting some patterns in the data. Okay, text data. So the second type is list. Okay, which is sorry, which is very closely related to string. Technically, it's different, but the properties are almost same. Okay, just
This conference will now be recorded.
okay. So how to declare a list? Okay, usually we declare within square bracket. That's the first. Okay, or with the list function. I mean, if A is an element, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now just to check the type of the list, type of A. Okay, which is still connected. Just one second. So you can check any object type. Okay. So this is one of the core thing. Okay, type of A. It's list. Okay, and dimensions. Whenever you are doing anything, okay, it can be data frame or it can be algorithm or it can be whatever transformation you are using. Type and dimensions. You have to check in each and every step. Okay, I will explain you with the example as well. Okay, because when I'm transforming one element to another element, when I'm doing some operations, the properties will change. Okay, based on the type only we will apply the methods. Okay, so most of the I'll explain again this. I'll repeat that when we have the core example. Okay, the most of the properties is same from the string. For string, what we did, we applied, we checked the length. Okay, length of A. Length of A. I have 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and indexing also same. Okay, A of 0. Okay, A of 0. First, I have the first element. Okay, if I want from 1 to 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, I'll introduce 0 also so that it is easy for you to get it. Okay, now I want print A 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 0 to 2, right? So how we did yesterday? A of 0, 0, 2. So what is the index? 0, 1, 2. But if I want to include this, I'll take plus 1, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. If I take 3, it will not include the last one, 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2. Everything is same. Okay, you can experiment that. And even you can get the step as well. I mean, A of the syntax is starting, okay, starting value, ending value, and step size. What is this step? Step is by default it takes 1, means iterative starting is 0 plus 1. Okay, what is the step size? I'll explain with the example. A and starting value is 0. Sometimes its recommendations also are 9. Starting value is 0, so I want to start from here. I want till 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5. I need only uh, even numbers. Okay, let's consider this 0, 2, and 4. I need only this. I do not need 1 and 3. What I'll do, if I take one step here from 0 to one step, I'll come here. If I take step 2, it'll directly come here. I'm jumping from here to here. This I'll give you the 2. Okay, I go to 0, 2, and 4. Even you can take step however you want, 3 or 5, whatever. By default, the step size is 1. Because of that, we are getting each and every element. Okay, by default, step size is 1. So most of the times we just iterate over this only. But if you want to some steps to be ignored or some data points to be ignored, you can take the step size. And list is mutable. I mean, you can add something. Okay, I created A. I want to add something after some time. Okay, A dot append. Append. I'm appending 6. Okay, appending 6. Then I'll check A. What is A? Sorry. I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. When I'm appending, it appends at the end. Okay. If you want to append in the middle, okay, let's take after this 0, okay, or at the position 1, okay, index 1, I need some element to be inserted. Then I use the function insert. A dot insert. What is the position? I want at 1, first index, and I need 1, 1. Okay. Okay. List has INSTR. Okay, I forgot to type. That's my bad. Insert. Insert. Okay. Now let's see what is it. See A. In the first position, I set insert 1 and 1. Okay, 1, 1. Okay. And then it just moved to right side. Insert. Okay. Even you can update A. Even if I want to update at the first position. Okay. Or else we'll take some different. Second position. Right. 0, 1, and 2. I want 22. And 20. Okay. It got updated. The 1 is updated with 22. And within the list, okay, it need not to be the same data type, all are integers, right? We can have more. Okay, let's add something. A of, or else just please append. A dot append insert data science. Okay, it has a ds as a string because we are inserted string itself, and boolean values, whatever the values you want to insert, you can insert. Okay, that is okay. A dot append, I'm appending some boolean. Okay, and I'm printing here itself. I do not want to write two statements, so I'm saying print. None. Why none? Okay, I'm not sure why it is. Okay, but it's entered. So any data type, even if you want to add more, you can do that. Dictionaries allowed, so we will discuss that. Tuples allowed, and list within the list also allowed. I mean a still you can use whatever the function insert or append, that's fine. One, no, I use a, b, and c. These are all. Okay, do whatever you want. Even if you want to add a list, you can add. Okay, what's that? Immediate. My requirement is, okay, I have another one, a1. Okay, this one. A again, I'm defining 1, 2, 3, and I have b, which is like 7, 8, 9. Okay, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now what I need is, I do not want insert in this way. I want to add, append, not even append technically. I want to add ABC as the elements in the core. I mean, how I need 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's a kind of concatenation. So how to do that? Okay, then a dot extend. Extend is a keyword. Extend a with the same a extend with this. Okay, these are the basic functions which we do very often. Okay, most of the
Hi Deepak, I think your voice is breaking. I'm not able.
sorry for that. So this is about list. The best properties from or major properties of a list is, list you can mute. I mean, you can append. Once you create it, you can alter it, you can modify it, insert an element to it, update an element, delete an element. You can extend this. Okay, you can get the length. These are the properties which we use very often. The tuple also the same. Okay, everything is same, but we but the sorry. So the main difference is, it's immutable. Means once you created it, you cannot alter. I mean, once you create it, it's a fixed. Okay. Sorry for that. From tomorrow onwards, I'll connect with Spider, so we'll avoid this kind of issues. Okay. So how to define the tuple? Okay, as a same as. So we have the, for list we have the list function, right? Okay. Sorry, I forgot to demo that as well. Okay. Yeah. with a list. It is empty list. It creates empty list. Okay. Type of AA. That's a list. And even if you display this as well, you will get empty, just a square bracket, nothing with it, because we just created, we did not add anything. So after that, you can add however you want. Okay. The same way for list tuple as well. Okay. Tuple we can create within the square brackets. Okay. Type of A is a tuple. Okay. And you can create the tuple function as well. AA is equals to tuple. Fine. So same. Most of the properties are same. Okay. Now, if I want to create one tuple, I'm creating with 1 to 3. Okay. Length, first function, yes, I can get it. 3 because of 3. But when I'm trying to add a dot append, it will not allow because it's immutable. I'm inserting 4. It throws an error. See, tuple object has no attribute append. Okay. Sorry.
The double A. You remove the A.
Yeah.
Append.
But can you convert tuple to list?
Yeah. So even if you have any request, okay, even if you have any requirement to append it, okay, then we convert to a list, then we append, then we convert back to tuple. Okay. If still I have a requirement to add one more thing, one more item to A, okay, how can I do that? The way is A, okay, I'll convert this to list, okay, then I'll append some kind of 4, then I'll convert this to tuple. This is the way how we do. Okay. What we're doing, it is as array. Sorry. Is mistake or my mistake? Not a fine, not a problem. Then what I'll do, list of A. Okay. I'm converting A1 to list of A. Right. I have A1. Since our friend asked, I'm telling. So I converted A to a list. Okay. Now I'm appending A1 dot append 4. Now I'm appending to A. A1 1 2 3 4. Now I'm converting tuple of A1. So this is how we create that. Okay. Initially I have 1 2 3 and I have now 1 2 4 1 2 3 4. So this is a programmatically how we do, but the core property of tuple will not allow. Okay, if you want to add directly, you cannot do that. Okay, update and delete as well. But you can get a slice as well. Okay, even if you want to slice it, you can slice it. I mean A1. Okay, so I want to check the type of this type of A1. Will it give me list? Okay, still it is a list. Okay, what I'll do, A1 equal to, now you can check the type, tuple, right? So I can get slice as well, 0 to 2. Everything is same except the mutable properties. Okay. So when we use tuple, when we use list, if some items are fixed, okay, even if you're working for some project, okay, the offers are fixed. okay, or the geographic locations are fixed, okay, some categories are fixed, then we go for tuple. Tuple is very fast than list, okay. If there is a chance of adding more, okay, then we go for list. There's a basic difference, okay. When we use what, there's a basic difference. The next item is the next object or data type you call, that is dictionary, okay. After list, this is a mostly used data type, that is dictionary, okay. We encode within braces, curly braces. You can, as same, you can declare with their notation or dict, dict function, both works. Here we have within the dict or within the curly braces, we use key value pair. Key value pair, I mean, we need one key and we need corresponding value, okay. Key should not be a mutable, okay, it should be immutable, okay. So once you create it, you cannot alter that, you should not do that. Even if you do that, old one will get replaced with a new one, okay. Even if I have mostly, let's take the employee ID and his name, okay. It can be employee ID, his full record, again it's a kind of list, okay. Complete record, I mean, name, salary, everything. It can be anything, name can be anything, but employee ID is immutable, okay. And it is unordered, okay. By default it takes hashing, I mean, if I'm adding few more, okay, let me get that. If I'm adding items, okay, in list we have the index, right, 0 1 2 3 4, and when I'm extracting that, it's a guarantee I'll get in this direction only. But here it's not like that, it can get in any format, okay. So we extract based on the key value, okay. Let me dictionary d equals to I'm giving some a, and or else that 1 and the value is a, okay. I'm little lazy in typing, so to save some time, I'm just giving some blind names. Please put them in. Okay. Again, the first thing what we will check, we need to check is type of D. It's a dictionary. Okay. Now, if you want to get something from here, okay, D of 1. What is the 1? It's a key, and the corresponding value is A. Okay. Even for 2, you can get the same thing, and it can be okay. As I said, I'll add one more thing. It's a 3, and this time I'll add different data type. I mean, kind of list. Okay, 1 2 3, or else A. Okay, but still you can see the order. Okay, A, B, sorry, 1, 2, and 3. So for any data type, list or dictionary, you can add whatever the value you want. Okay, so the generic properties, length of D. So we have 3 elements. 3 key value pair is 1, right? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Even what is that? How to append a value? Same sequence is same. Okay. If I want to add 1, so D of, just take, I'm giving the value 4. 4 and give the corresponding value. Let's take some giving ABC. Let's take D. Okay, I have a 4 and ABC. So instead of giving the index, okay, let's take in index, we are giving the key value here. Okay, everything is a key value respective to dictionary. Now, just check whether it is giving it adding at the end or in middle. Okay, I'm adding D of 0 equals to some A or A.
Hello.
See, it added here. It's not appending at the end. Okay, and whenever you are extracting this, the order is not guaranteed. It can come in any way. Okay, do not depend on index when you are working with dictionary. Okay, and if you want to update, okay, even if the key value is already exist, okay, key value I have A8 already exists. Now I'm doing BB. Now check for D. Okay, now it converted to BB. Any doubt? Sorry.
Yeah, Deepak. Suppose we have n number of the key values.
Sorry.
Then how
One second. One second. Which here?
in 57.
58?
57.
57. Okay.
57. We have n number of values. And how we can find out the key value ours? So I want to insert like so you insert 4 key value to ABC.
Correct.
For example, I have n number of key values. So how I can find out?
Just hold on for 2 more minutes. You will realize that.
Okay.
Opened on only the number at the end. You are right, Ahmed. I'm sorry. I'm seeing your message a little late, but I assume you're talking about list.
No, no worries, no worries.
Yeah. So D. So this is the way how we update it. Even if you want to delete, okay. For delete generic syntax, even if you go for different as well, okay. I'll explain. I'll give demo for all. DL is a keyword, okay. D. I'm removing first 0 keyword. Okay. Now just see. I lost it here or deleted here. Even it works for arrays. List as well. Okay. I'll quickly define one. I think I have here. Array one. Sortable. Okay. A of G. 1. Okay. A of 1. I have 2. Okay. Now what I'm saying is this syntax generic for all. Now if you get A, you will not have this first item 2. Okay. 1 3. Okay. This DEL is a common for this DEL and the corresponding index or key value pair key value. It's common for many items. Even it works with the data frames as well. For particular item or particular data type, we have a special thing. Okay, it can be delete or it can be remove or it can be pop. Okay, pop works in a different way. But DL keyword is common for all. You can memorize one, you will do the rest of the show. You can do the rest of the show. Okay, we deleted this. Okay, so deleted done. Redone. Okay. Our friend asked how to get the keys. D dot keys. Okay. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 keys. Got your question, buddy? Even if you want to select only for 4, okay, then we have another function in. You can check it. 4 in, you get this. Second type. It returns true. Okay, or else even if you want to run some function, okay, what is that? If 4 is there, okay, in the dictionary, then do something. Okay, what is that? Print, okay, 4 is present. Or else you can write whatever the logic you want, okay, divided by 4, whatever the logic. Okay, if this employee identified in the employee list, okay, then give him a bonus or do something. You can do that. Okay, so yeah, I mean that you can write this on the problem. Okay, perform whatever the logic you want. Okay, even if you want to all items from here, okay, all items from a dictionary, then what you can do is d dot items. It gives returns key value pair. Okay, 1a 2b. Okay, so we understood how to get a value. I mean, insert a value, update a value, delete a value, get the length, and get in the keys and the key value pair. Okay, let's see. Okay, dictionaries, the built-in functions. So add, delete, length. Yeah, just a copy. Dot copy is common for all. Okay, dot copy is common for all. It gets a copy of that. Okay, if you want to, let's take, if I want to append something to my dictionary or list, okay, after doing the modifications, I should not lose the original. Then we go for copy. Okay, and get. Okay, get is a function, and we pass the key. Okay, so let's try that. The same way how we are checking for key. Okay, get for one. Sorry, dot get. Okay, the same way. The same thing can be achieved with this. Okay, so instead of ignoring this function, we go with this because indexing is common for list and this. Okay, so has key. Okay, you are checking. Let's check here the same way. The key dot keys, and we're checking for the 4, right? The has keys. D dot has, and we're passing the 4. Has keys. What is syntax? Has key. No attribute has key. What is that? Did they remove this function? Okay. Even as we discussed yesterday, if you have any issue, just copy paste this in Google. You will get it. Might be because of might be because of version controlling or updates. It's open source, right? Anyone can check whenever they want. So if there is any change in the function, okay, data has no object. For sure, you will get the help. Okay, I might be using some old version. Okay, someone wrote and we go this, just to go to this in operator instead. Okay, the way what we did first time. Okay, instead of using this, they suggested for this. We use the same in function. Okay, there is we check the 4 in, right? Sorry, we check the 4 in. So they are suggesting the same thing. Okay, might be they changed the function or something happened. Removed in Python 3. Sorry.
Deepak,
Yeah.
is there a way we can print all the keys? I mean, in the for loop, you only specify the 4. So if you wanna like, iterate around all the keys and just print the corresponding value.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, we'll do here itself.
So how do you
And
do that? Yeah, I know. I just wanna see.
yeah, we can do that. That's not a problem. D in keys. Okay, just print I. My bad, I missed I.
For
Anyway,
I in,
yeah, I got all keys.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So it's removed in Python 3. So I'm going to remove this from my material as well. Okay, I'll update this, not a problem. Items visa and keys visa update. Okay, the same way how we did with the value. Okay, so this is about dictionaries. So again, dictionaries, strings, list, and a dictionary. These are very important. Okay, tuples you can ignore a little bit. Just you need to memorize. We cannot append once we create it. We cannot alter that. It's immutable. And the next item is sets. Okay, this also you can take some advantage, but not fully. Okay, sets. The sets is if you want to perform some mathematical operations. It's kind of mathematical sets. Okay, I have two groups. It can be list or it can be tuple. I want to check whether duplicates are present or not. Okay, in the list we can get okay 1 comma 1 sorry 2 comma 1. Okay, not a problem, it's allowed. Okay, but in real time I do not need any duplicates, I need unique values. Then we go for set. Okay, how we created set with the same thing, the curly braces. Set with s is equal to okay. Now check for the type of s. It's set. Okay, pass the same thing to set. Let's see what it sees. Okay, is equal to okay within the curly braces, but this time I'm passing only key value, not key value pair, just value. Then it is set. Okay, s. Okay, 1 to only, but I inserted 1 to 3. Oh, sorry, 1 to 1. This is the beauty with a set. If you want to remove duplicates from a list, okay, when you're doing the programming, you might get some duplicate records, right? So if you want to do that, okay, it is in the list, and if you want to do that, then and one more thing, I have a, right? Even I can directly convert this as a set. I can apply set here. This fulfills my requirement. Right? I have 1 and 2 only. If I want to drop this, then convert this back to list. That works. Okay, I have my own. So to drop duplicates, we do that. Okay, in your mathematical sets as well. So you will be having circle A and circle B and the union point and the intersection point. Okay, you'll be having everything, right? So you can perform all operations. Okay, the intersection, union, we will do everything with the set. You can consider this as a mathematical set. But in programmatically, we use to drop duplicates and to get the intersection points and to get the union point. Okay, we'll see the function. Okay, adding items, so we can use add. Okay, update, you can use update. Everything is straightforward. Remove, I can use remove or del. This one works. Okay, I'm not focusing much because we use rarely this. Okay, when we again the same length and we have everything clear, del, if you want to delete something. Okay, the difference, okay, here it comes. What I'm doing here is I'm creating two sets, X and Y. I want the difference, okay? I do not have A, sorry, I have A here. Okay, what is the difference between these two? BC I do not have, XY I do not have. Okay, I'm storing this in Z. Let's see what it gives me. It gives me BC. Okay, what is the difference between this? B and C. Okay, so X dot difference. What is the difference? And we are taking X as a reference. Okay, X as a reference. Even you can get where is that? The difference update. Okay, different update. It gives. Okay, it converts X as a difference matrix. Okay, or else we'll take. It just updates the original one. There's nothing new here. Okay, even if you go for
So
X.
Deepak, quick
Yeah.
question. Like you said, like X is the difference update. Which one is the base here? Because I know
Yes,
like
yes,
there is like
because
X and Y, they're not in there, you know, but it only returned B and C.
correct.
So is it taking the Y as the base and only checking
No,
the
no.
X?
X as a base. X as a check. It's taking X as a base because we are performing on X. Okay. So on X, okay, A is present in Y or not. Okay, it's present. Okay, fine. That B is present or not. Oh, it's not present. So it's the difference. C is present or not. It's not present. So the difference from X and Y, taking X as a base. Okay, this is my base. I'm taking the X and checking in Y, but I'm not taking Y and checking X.
Yeah. No, I thought like it checks like both of them and like
No.
it would check whatever is in X, not in Y, and whatever in Y, not in X, and it returns all these lists. But
Okay,
I got it.
we have a
Thanks.
different function for that. Disjoint function is we have disjoint function. So where it is not joined, then it gives that. It fulfills your requirement. So it gives me BC and XY. That's a disjoint, another function.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, B and C. Okay, is the intersection. It gives you only A. Okay, if you take two sets, how to? Okay, I'll try to get here so that. Yeah, this point I'm talking about. So we are taking X and Y. Consider this is the X and this is the Y. Okay, this is the intersection point, the 6 we have, right, which is present in both. That is the intersection. So if you have two lists, okay, two different lists, you want to check what is the common points. Okay, we'll do that in this way. Okay, to save some time and just copy
So,
pasting.
so Deepak, sorry, like I'm asking kind of a lot of questions. So basically, if you have like a list of like lists, right, and you want to do like such a like operation, you have to definitely like you have to convert them to sets and do this and convert them back to list, or you can do the same operation on a list also.
List we can do in certain way. I mean, let's take you have 1, 2, 3. Okay, your requirement is to search. Okay, your requirement is to search for some item. Okay, let's take search for 2. Okay, you can do this with for loop for I in the list, 1, 2, 3. Then you can check if 2 if I equal to 2, or you can do this, or okay, you can directly check 2 in 1 2 3. Okay, this is the optimized way. If you want to check 2 in the list, you can check in this way. But here I have 2 lists. Okay, I have another list with let's take 1 6 7. Okay, I'm not checking here, I'm just doing something on the list. Okay, I'm trying to compare these 2 lists, okay, whether the 2 lists are correct or not. Okay, in real time, just you have 2 tables. Okay, you have 2 tables, the customer ID, the customers present in first table is present in second table or not. Okay, they might present more customers or less customers. Okay, if you want to check whether 2 customer IDs are, tables, the ID columns are same or not, then we go for this. Okay, then we check the difference between these 2. Okay, the customer is available in first table but not in 2. Okay, then we get the difference. Okay, anything confused, or you want me to explain more? I can do that, that's not a problem.
Sorry, I was speaking on mute. No, I'm good. Go ahead. Move forward.
Okay, so we are talking about here only 2 lists. Okay, here 2 sets, both are same, right? Eventually, so we are just removing the duplicates and doing that. Okay, yeah, we need the intersection point. So between these 2, okay, A, B, C and X, Y, Z, the intersection point is A, right? This is the only in between these 2. Okay, in 2 sets. So and we are getting A. You can get the difference, the update. So it takes, sorry, X as a base again, the same thing. It just updates that. Okay, intersection update. The same syntax for all. Okay, usually we go with the first one only, not with the second one. Just intersection point will get it. For the A, now X is A. Okay, and the symmetric and all these functions. Okay, the pop. So it pop it. Sorry, is superset. Okay, if I have 10 values in A. Okay, second half, X. Some values we extracted to Y. Okay, ABC is derived from here. Then we can check whether it is superset or not, subset or not. Okay, we can check. We have subset functions as well. We can check for that. Okay, I have a big set. From big set, I got the small amount of set. Whether this is from the big set or not, we can check that. Okay, or small set is from big or not, we can check vice versa. And pop. Okay, since it does not have any order, it pops any element. Okay, it's not like I'm getting only A or B or C. It can extract, it can pop any value. Pop means it removes that, displays, and it removes from the set itself. The symmetric difference. Okay, yeah, so this is what you are expecting, right, Ahmed? So you need from both. Okay, the disjoint event. Okay, A, I have A in X and Y, but I need BC and XY. Okay, you have B and you have C and you have X and you have Y. Okay, we have another function disjoint as well. It works the same. The order is not constant. It can be any order. Sorry.
No, I'm good at Depak. Thanks.
Okay. So this is the way how we get it. We got the intersection point. We got disjoint points. We can get the union as well. Okay, union means we'll get all. Okay, but without the duplicates. Okay, union means this part. Okay, all. Okay, So we have x, we have y, we got the union point, you got the intersection point, we got only what is present in only this point. Okay, we took the first example as a base, right? Even though we use sets very less to drop mostly the duplicates only, but sometimes even if you want to check, we use that word. Okay, the data type conversion, we saw this, we already saw this. We converted tuple to list, list to tuple again, right? We can do that. Okay, even a1. Okay, type of a is string, right? If I want to convert a to integer of a, I'm storing in some different. Now type of a, okay, it's int, it's not a string anymore. Okay, check type of a as well. Okay, do not save in a. Still is okay. For that we save in different variable. The original will be retained. Now we converted a type to now it's a string. Oh, sorry. Here a string and we converted to a. Okay, we can do in place also. That's not a problem. Even we did convert list to tuple, tuple to list. Even in real time. Okay, you might be when you read the data frame, the columns with the numbers. Okay, columns with numbers. Sometimes it comes as a string. That time we use a different function as type. Okay, still we discuss when we deal with data frame. Okay, so even with sorry functions. Okay, functions will it take time? Yeah, tomorrow mostly 5 to 10 minutes we cover functions. Okay, we spend a little more time on functional programming concepts. Okay, which is very useful. Okay, when we are working with data frames, which is very useful. Reduce scope variables module. Okay, so even if you have little time, I can give some demo on functions. Okay, function. So if you want to write reusable code, okay, if I want to execute the same code again and again, then we write in a function and we call them whenever we need. In Python, we define any function with a def keyword. I'm defining something, okay, and do not use any internal functions. I mean, built-in functions or system functions. Okay. Instead, take meaningful functions. Okay. If I'm adding something, add two numbers. Okay, two numbers. So this is the one thing. It's a bad way. Okay. Def and add two numbers. Okay. It's giving clear indication. I'm adding two numbers. The first one also the same, but notation is different. Okay. Or def add two numbers. Okay, even if you are using two different okay, add number, you can use this as well. It should be readable format. Okay, which one you feel very comfort, you can go ahead with that, but usually industry standards are this. It should be very clear. Okay, and hardly one or two words, max 3 words, not more than that. Okay, and it should start with small case. Okay, add two numbers. I'm just passing a comma b. Okay, return is a word which returns something from the function. Return a plus b. Okay, indentation is automatically cleared up. What I'm giving add to now. I'm passing some 3 comma 4. It's giving me 7. If you want to store this somewhere, okay, okay, lt result, it stores in a result. Now you can print a result if you want. Okay, we are passing two variables. So this is a called function signature. So how you want this? Without return function also, you can write function. So without return keyword, I'm sorry, without return keyword. So it will not return anything. If it does some job, let's take if you want to insert something to a table, okay, or if you want to change something to the database, apply to the database, you need not to return anything, right? You're just updating the table or you're modifying the data frame. You need not to return anything. That time you need not to keep the word. Okay. Now, sometimes we keep the values constant. Okay, they equal to some 1, and I do not pass anything. A equal to 1. Okay, it fixed. It's kind of initialization of variables. If I'm writing, even if you're conducting some survey or developing a blog, if user entered his all details, then that's fine. Maybe it's a kind of zip code. If he's entering, then that's fine. If not, then keep some default. By default, might be capital zip code. Okay, so it's a kind of by default. If user passes this, then populate with the user value. If not, then take by default. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll write here. Okay, no default. Okay, order is different. I got 5. Okay, because I passed 4, only 4. 4 plus 1, 5. What if I do not declare in this way, and if I'm passing only 1? It throws expected to, yeah. Okay, missing 1 required positioning parameter. If I give a equal to 1, okay, it gives me the correct. Still the same, the signature only I changed. I'm guessing the default. Okay, even I can pass different value as well. So I'm passing 3, 7. Even if I have default value, it overrides. B is 4 and A it overrides with 3. It was 4 plus 3, 7. Returning 7. Return 7 is storing in the result. I'm printing this. Okay, this is. If I want to pass a number, okay, let's take if I want to pass one more, 6. But I do not know my function signature, or I want to keep this as a constant, okay, or else tomorrow we will cover this because it takes little time. So what we discussed today, we discussed list, which is mutable, tuple, which is immutable. You cannot add anything. For list, you can add whatever you want. Then dictionaries. For dictionaries, it's a key value pair. Order is not preserved. And then sets. Usually we use for dropping the duplicates and between two sets. So getting the intersection points, disjoint points, the difference, everything. Okay. Little bit on functions. So how we define function with the def keyword. and the written keyword is not mandatory, but still we can. Okay. Any doubts?
So no, Deepak, no doubts as for now for me. Just wondering, like, you know, share the document with us, or did you already share it like somewhere?
Yeah.
How do I
So
access to it? Just the
yeah,
document.
today I'll share the Piazza link, so there you will get the access for the material. Okay. Just to share me your email ID. So after this, you can share email ID with me or the coordinator. I can grant access for that.
Yes, please share with me as well.
Sure, Sachin, I'll do that. Okay. As one of our friends suggested, from tomorrow onwards, I'll post the material one day in advance. You can go through. We can discuss if you have any doubts. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I will have your.
I
So I
just sent
mean,
you my email, Deepak.
yeah, yeah. So even